Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set, ready, 18, Gator.
I think you got it, sir.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
55's my guy, 55. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Knight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down. 31's the
Pilot, 64, weak.
31's the mic. Come on,
2.
Looking to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Alert! 50 hey, exit.
QB's trash. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Got it?
58 for Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Head up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 8, read.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve.
Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Come on, D. 95 Mike, 195.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Go! 180! Hey, 18.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
58 Mike, 58.
Now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3. Bears nothing.
Ready.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
80 weapons.
53 Mike.
Back to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Let's go. Hey, Delta. Number 53. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 58, right there. Check back, check back.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ran, come. Breathe down. Switch on, travel. Check. Switch. Alert flare.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. 11
yards there and a Lion first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Smooth. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. Here we go. 5. 58, right over there. 5.
2nd and 11. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Topper!
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Knight. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready. Yeah, Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 58's the money. 58's the money. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Second and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up third and 5.
Ready. 18 Gator. 3 bus. Hey, watch it. 6-6, pull it high. Mike, 58, right there. Know your job. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All right, T, let's all right, T. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, 18.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Alert! He's crossing. You draw corpus.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Rip left.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Chicago.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch 61, matchbox lights.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run. This is Cohen. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Henry, get the mic. Not here. They got tight left, tight left. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the pass. Alert. 55, not 55. Hey, here we go. Watch twins. Alert. Check 55, Mike. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
15 line. 15 line. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Get in the way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for the Lions. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey. Roar. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Exit. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Get up, 180. Check, 55 to Mike. Rush.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Watch the edge.
They go play action. Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Lock in. Bravo.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Get there. Hey, check 24, check 24. 58, right on. Shoot.
Looking to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, read
2nd and 3. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Pryor has it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the ship, watch the ship.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.